Speaking of scripture, 1 Timothy 4:12 says, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct and love and faith and in purity. Charlie, you're 29 years old. I get the top 10 questions I've been personally asked here down the hallway. Matt, how do I get to people because I'm young? How do I get people to believe me because I'm young? It didn't seem like you've had a problem with that.
Yeah, so here's my advice, especially if you hear that a lot. Every single one of you now, thanks to these literal supercomputers, for no charge, you can take learning very seriously. Every single one of you should do this. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a lifelong learner. You should be reading at least 50 books a year. You should be listening to fulfilling, soul-enriching content for 2 hours a day. And you should cut out all of the soul-depraving Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, all of that. You want to be taken seriously? Read 50 books over the next decade. That's 500 books. 50 books a year for the next decade. That's 500 books on entrepreneurship, on American history, on finance, on economics. There's no lack of them, right? And they're all out there. By the way, most of them, they're like 20 bucks a pop, but if you want to, there's like free versions, there's YouTube lectures. There is no excuse for anybody in this room to not take learning seriously. So let's talk about wisdom, right? Which Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Proverbs is the book of wisdom. So Solomon, God comes on to Solomon. Solomon, what do you want? He says, I want wisdom. And so what is wisdom? Wisdom is the knowledge of things that don't change. Wisdom is the knowledge of eternal truths. Wisdom are things that will be just as true 100 years from now as they were 200 years prior. Knowledge can change, right? Knowledge is facts and figures, who's the governor of this, center of that. That's important. But wisdom is answering much more important questions. What is good? What is evil? What is our relationship with God? Why are we here? What is my purpose? Where am I going after I die? What is love? What is mercy? What is justice? What is prudence? What is temperance? Where do the best people live? Where do the worst people live? What are the best form of governments? These are things that matter a lot more than facts and figures that you could recite quickly just to take a test. So there's two ways to get wisdom. One is through a lot of life experience, multi-decades of suffering. You might get some wisdom. Or you can pursue texts, authors, and writers that have presented these things, the Bible being one of them. And where does wisdom truly begin? Wisdom begins with the fear of the Lord. Understanding that there is a God and you are not him. If you are a lifelong learner, you will be successful and you will be an accomplished entrepreneur.